G'day YouTube, welcome back to another video. It's just going to be a quick one today, but first off I wanted to say thank you to everybody who watched the last video. There seemed to be a little bit of interest in that one, so that is awesome. Thanks again if you watched that, and thank you if you subscribe to the channel. Today I wanted to talk about venting. I just got a new set of Injora beadlock wheels. I've tried them unvented. I prefer to have my tires vented. I have a new set of RC 4-wheel drive IROK Super Swampers. They're a 58mm tire. I wanted to put these head to head with the Rc4wd 4-wheel drive Scramblers and see how they go. But today's video we're going to talk about how we go about venting a beadlock wheel. This one's already been done. You can probably hear that air coming out of there. So what we need to do, pretty straightforward process. We need to drill a small hole in this inner ring. We also need to drill a small hole in the back of the wheel. We want to sort of hide it in a spot where you can't really see it, and also not put it too close to the edge where the bead of the tire could block the vent hole and cause it to not operate correctly. So first thing we need to do is mark our holes. I'm just using an inexpensive automatic center punch there. I'm not taking any measurements, just setting it up as close to the middle as I can, and popping a small mark on there. We'll do the same thing for the inner part of the wheel. I try to line that mark up with the center of one of these kidney shaped holes, so there's plenty of clearance behind there for the drill bit to pass through, and then we'll head over to the drill press. We've got our holes drilled in the inner ring and the second hole in the back of the wheel. Now all that's left to do is assemble them. Obviously I've got to drill the holes in the other ones and put those together. I won't bore you with that process, especially putting all of those little screws in the front face. Seems to take me a while, but when I put these together, I like to stagger or place the holes in the inner ring and the back of the wheel opposite to each other, so there's less of a direct path for moisture and dirt to make it into the wheel and contaminate the foams. The benefits of venting the wheel over venting the tire tread is that you can run the vehicle on damp surfaces. Obviously you can't submerge the vehicle, but you can run it on damp surfaces and not a lot of moisture makes it inside the wheel. So that's my preferred method, instead of punching a hole in the tread itself, which can let a lot of dirt and moisture and contaminate the foam. 2 down, 2 to go. Probably should have mentioned the drill bit size I used was a 1.6mm drill bit. The smaller the better, particularly when you're working around the back of the wheel there. It's much easier to place the hole with a small drill bit. Looking forward to testing these out when the weather gets a little bit nicer, and testing them back to back with the Rc 4-wheel drive Scramblers, which I like. I'm interested in this tread design, and also supposedly a slightly firmer compound. The scramblers are the X2SS compound, I believe, and these are the X2S3. The scramblers do really well, but they do sort of struggle in some areas. I feel like sometimes that really soft gooey rubber holds them back a little bit. I'm hoping that these perform a little bit closer to the Proline Hyrax, which are a super versatile tire. I have no idea what compound they use. It's not as soft and sticky as a lot of tires out there, but it seems to do really well. I feel like the firmer rubber compound supports the tread blocks a little bit. They don't fold over so easily. I think, at least in my opinion, that's something that helps the Hyrax to work really well in a wide range of conditions. That's where we're going to wrap things up for today. If you've got any questions or comments or suggestions, leave them down below. Thanks again to everybody for watching. If you enjoy this style of content, let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel, and I will catch you on the next video.